Okay, hi everyone. So this is just a quick variation that you might find useful for some of your clients on the running. And I have found that it actually lends a little bit more of a challenge because we're rolling through the feet and consequently changing the connection into the calves a little bit more. And so what we're doing is we're just adding a little bit of rotation, starting with the legs and then eventually just a gentle rotation with the hips into the running. So setup is the same. I'm going to start off with the regular running just so that we're all on the same page with what exercise we're doing. And keeping the legs just a narrow sits bone distance apart. Of course, you can adjust this as needed depending on your client's engagement across the outer hips and lateral stabilizers. Pressing out, keeping neutral, collarbone is wide. Just running out that very traditional cueing of keeping the knees up to the ceiling, pelvis and spine are staying stable, the breath is calm, it's active, but it's just breathing through the exercise as opposed to directly with each movement. And then from here, I just like to start to cue my clients to let their knees, as they bend, cross over the midline. Hopefully you can see that change in my knees here. A lot of times clients, when you're starting to work in these variations, they're strong enough that they can stabilize in neutral, but you might want to just tip back slightly just to support the lower back. And then from here, allow the hip of the bent knee side to follow it. So as I bend my left knee across the midline, my left hip just very slightly rolls towards it. So it's nothing aggressive, but it is a nice way really just to get that different connection into the peroneus muscles down through my calves, but also through my inner thigh muscles and a little bit more of a sort of functional movement of the pelvis and the lower back as we're doing that reciprocal movement. So again, once your clients are familiar with the running, you might want to just cue in those variations just to give them a little bit of a different sense of how we still want that dynamic stability while we're doing that reciprocal movement. And it's also just a great way to work their feet a little bit differently. Enjoy.